What's up, everybody? Thank you for listening to the Whatcast. Mike, damn, did we have a heavy workload this week, huh?
Yeah, that song took quite a bit to do.
I think that's the first time I've said that out loud about the show.
Yeah, I mean, some weeks seem to be more hefty of a load than others. I mean, thankfully, it's not like it used to be where every week fucking something would go wrong. Computer would erase the files, or
I don't miss those days.
No, I don't either. And big shout out to our patrons for helping us get really sweet equipment, so we don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore.
Right.
You guys are fucking awesome.
You guys really are.
Our show wouldn't sound as sexy without you guys. So thank you for bringing the sexiness to the Whatcast. And if you would like to help bring sexiness to the Whatcast, then you could also become a patron of the Whatcast and get all sorts of neat goodies.
Right. We're all stocked up on gear, so we're just going to move right on to buying like nipple pasties and stuff. Get the sexy really going.
Yeah. And all patrons will get a free month of the Whatcast OnlyFans as well. Just 1 month, though. Just one. I mean, our content, you're never going to get content like that on any other OnlyFans page. Nowhere. You're not going to find shark f***ing. It's not going to happen. Tree humpers. No, that's only on the Whatcast. OnlyFans.com/the Whatcast.
So tonight we're just going to take it easy. We're going to do a kind of a, what I call, with all love and admiration, a Sam episode. We're going to talk about some videos you guys can't watch right now.
Yeah, I call these episodes the anti-commuter episodes. I've said it before and I've said it again. Fuck you, commuters. You're not welcome here. No, I'm just kidding, because I listen to all podcasts while I'm commuting as well. And if I came upon this show while I was commuting, I would be so pissed off at the people that put the show out. So my apologies, commuters, if you are listening to this show right now. Just know that I understand where you're coming from, and we're being insensitive by excluding you. But please, definitely come back when you're not driving. Just don't watch the videos that we talk about while you're driving. You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, just let our vocal frolicking entertain you in the meantime. All the links are going to be in the show notes, so you can check it out at your soonest convenience. Do not watch
Maybe it'll make you enjoy the video more, hearing us talk about it beforehand. Then you can watch it and be like, oh, I remember when they said that one thing about this.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
And it'll be fond memories. You'll be like, yes, perfect, wonderful.
I personally love spoilers, so if you're that way as well, do that. Don't drive and watch these videos.
No, but maybe by doing these videos, we're driving people away. Maybe they're like, you know what, Mike and Mateo? Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys talking about videos that I can't watch. And even if they're not, maybe we have some people that are just pissed off. They're like, what? You're making me fucking work while I'm trying to listen to a podcast? Well, I'm sorry, guy. Sometimes we see videos and we're like, this is kind of cool and we want to talk about it, but it's a video, so maybe do some homework and watch a video.
And also,
or just listen to us talk about it, or send us hate mail, or just stop listening altogether. I hope that's not going to be the case, because we love you. You specifically thinking about leaving us. We fucking love you. Why would you do this to us? Don't leave us.
Also, something deep in my mind is telling me that we're not the first podcast to talk about videos. So I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, that's true. But seriously, don't leave us, baby.
I love you.
Don't leave us. We just love you so much.
All right. So the first video I want to talk about Bigfoot, Mike, just as a update, keeping abreast. Where are you with Bigfoot? How do you feel about Bigfoot these days?
I would spoon Bigfoot and tweak his nipples.
As would I.
Or do you mean, what do I feel about his realness? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah. I didn't even hint the oddness of your reply. I just concurred.
Moving right along.
Oh, it's possibility of existing. Oh, you meant that. I was like, yes, I did actually. Not his nipples.
No. All right. I just want to give him a hug. That's all. I think that Bigfoot is real still. I'm not of the mind that he's flesh and blood, and I'm also not a believer in the alien theory. I think I stay with the semi-spiritual, multi-dimensional thing.
Right. Okay. I definitely believe in Bigfoot. The older I get, the more of a possibility. I guess the best word to use is understand the possibility of a Bigfoot existing, and I don't know. So I like Bigfoot. All the Bigfoot videos we come across are shitty, blurry, and if they look good, we dismiss them as being fakes because they look too good most of the time. And I don't mean us, I'm saying people in general.
But us specifically as well.
Yeah, us as well. If it looks too good.
Or maybe me specifically. Just point the finger at me.
Well, yeah, okay, well then good. Yeah, well, let's have you, Mike, leave a little wonder for this video. It's called Bigfoot in the Window. After looking at it, I wouldn't say Bigfoot. This might be some dogman footage, but was uploaded to YouTube by a person using the name Beautiful World. And they had set up a camera after somebody had been stealing from their peach and apple trees. They put up their camera on the very first night. This is what they caught. All right, so now that you've watched that, what do you think of that? Because if looking at the shape, I wouldn't say that that's a Bigfoot at all. It has a canine-looking head, a really big.
Well, so the thing about it is you can't make out any details. You see the dark shape and you see the eye shine. And given the relative size of the shape and the setting of the eyes inside the shape, it gives you the idea, the notion that it could potentially be a canine head. Because you think of a wolf head and you picture the way a wolf's head would be, kind of a broader head, but the eyes are closer set in the middle. So by seeing the shape of the head and then the fact that the eyes are in the middle, it kind of gives you that feeling that it's a canine head without actually seeing any canine details. Like you can't see the nose, you can't see the mouth. You just see a black shape with eye shine. Now, this could be 100% legitimate. If so, it's scary as all hell. Or it could be someone wearing a costume outside a window looking in, and they keep the lighting dim so that you see the eye shine, and then be like, oh my God, I don't know what it is.
Well, see, I think that it looks very canine. I can see where its ears are supposed to be. I can see the very outside of its like a cheek area. It looks very canine to me. And when it first walks up, to me, it's too tall to be a person, I think. But who knows?
Yeah, but the height thing, I mean, all it takes is a step stool or a ladder to get tall. And when you first see it, it's very high up. And you kind of like, I see what you're saying, like with the ears, but that's not even clear. It looks like it might go up to ears, but it's hard to say because there's a light off to the side of it, but directly behind it is all dark. So when you see the head pop in, you're really just seeing a silhouette with the eyes. And maybe the idea that it goes up to a point like pointed wolf ears, but I don't know.
Right. Either way, like you said, though, that's some really creepy footage. It is just, for the best part, a black, what seems to be fur-covered mass with these, I mean, definite they're there, these reflective eyes.
Yeah. But to me, it's not convincing. Like, it's creepy if it's real, but there's nothing there that I'm like 100% sold that that's some sort of cryptid beast.
Right.
You know, I mean, legitimately, that could be a really big owl sitting on the fucking
Windowsill.
on the yeah. I mean, it's just this big round head, and it's all black, and the eyes are too small to be an owl, but you know, who knows? Maybe it's an alien owl, but there's nothing there that is convincing to me that this was a real beast of any sort, just because there's no detail, and it would be very easy to fake that footage if you were feeling so inclined.
Very true. Very true. I'm going to leave it at possible Dogman footage, but not good Bigfoot footage or interesting Bigfoot footage. I don't think that's a Bigfoot at all. And if I had to say so, I would say that's a Dogman for sure. Or I think this next video I've seen before. I'm not sure. I've seen so many Bigfoot videos in my life that I can honestly say they all blur together. Authentically, they do. I swear to God, they do. But this one comes from Blue Ridge, Georgia. And this dude was on vacation and out for a walk. And he spots a Bigfoot in the middle of the road ahead of him. And by fucking God, he does what we always say we wished people would do. He busts out his fucking cell phone, opens the camera, and starts filming it. And then chases the fucking thing down. So let's take a look at this footage right here.
What a fucking legendary hero this guy is.
Yeah.
He's modern day Hercules.
He's scared during you can hear it during the video. He's scared too, but he runs right after it and ends up getting, I mean, again, like all footage like this, it could be a dude in a suit, but let's just say that if it's not, this is really good Bigfoot footage.
I don't know about that one.
You don't know about that one? I think when they go back and slow down it crossing the road ahead of this guy, if you just pause it's very interesting. It's there, but it's the sun glare off of it shows like a reddish coat to its fur. And once he gets inside, I mean, he advances on this thing like 3-4 times until he gets close enough to get the shots that it shows. But he chases out to this thing. I mean, it's ahead of him a good 50, 70 feet. So it's walking across the road into the woods. He breaks into the woods to the left and runs at it through the woods. And he stops 3 or 4 times to see if he's got a shot of this thing. And he finally gets to it. And when it shows it, I don't know, man. To me, it's very reminiscent to the Gimlin footage. It looks like the same type of creature. I think if it's a costume, that it's extremely well made. We could be looking at an adolescent Bigfoot.
So one thing is that it wasn't big. It looked man-sized. The proportions didn't look weird, and the part when he was in the woods and it was kind of like crouching down and moving through, like that looked very human-like to me. It didn't look, I don't know, like it didn't have like a weird gait to it that you see in the Gimlin footage and that often gets described. Another part that got me was when he was in the woods and he had a clear shot of it in his camera, but he continued moving off to the side so that it was obscured by the leaves, and then he just kind of caught it as it was going in through. You never really see a clear shot of it at any point. Like with the Gimlin footage, you get a clear shot and it's there. Like, yeah, it's a little shaky, but the clear shot is there. This, you get like a second of it in the road before it goes into the trees, and then all the other shots, it's like partially obscured or crouching down. It's never, I don't know, it's never an actual clear shot. And the grunts, I don't know, they didn't sound too convincing as to be a monster grunt. It sounded like a person doing an impersonation of what they think a Bigfoot grunt would sound like.
I don't know. I've never found the gait of the creature in the Gimlin footage to be too weird. I can just find somebody that walks like that at the local Walmart right now if I wanted to.
Well, yeah, but if you saw a person walking like that, you'd be like, something's wrong with that person. Like they've got, some sort of bone issue or something. Like it doesn't walk like a normal person. Like this thing was looking like a person that would be walking through uneven forest ground.
Well, I think that your long-awaited trip to the Bay Area is going to be a scary one for you, because I can literally find somebody who walks like that anytime I go to a store. To me, but
look at the way that the feet are on that though. Like it's, I don't know if you remember how Beavis and Butthead was animated when they walked. Like the way that they walked, that's kind of like how the Bigfoot was walking. Like the way that its legs were moving, it was very, very, it looked unnatural. Like if you saw someone walking like that, you'd be like, why is that person walking like that? They're walking like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I still love that footage. I honestly did not notice the boobs until way later in life.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah?
Same with me. Yeah.
I think it had to be a TV show that pointed it out. I was like, how dare you? Why are you looking at Bigfoot's tits, you bastard?
Well, the one that I saw, they were highlighting the muscle groups on it. So like they were showing when you saw it from behind the part of the footage where you see its back as it's walking away. And they were highlighting like the glutes and all the back muscles, how you can see them actually moving instead of bunching like you'd see if it was a costume.
Right.
You'd see these areas bunching up, but here you can actually see the muscles rippling as the body is moving. And then they pointed out the boobies. And they're like, as you can see. And to me, that's like the biggest thing. Because why would you make a Bigfoot costume with tits? Like it doesn't make sense. You know, like who's going to be like, I'm going to hoax Bigfoot with some titties. Unless it was like a bet being like, I bet I could convince people with some Bigfoot titties. Then I'll believe it. But like if you're setting out to do a Bigfoot documentary and you want to hoax a Bigfoot sighting, you're not going to commission this costume with a set of boobs. It's especially at the time, like, I just don't see that being a thing. All depictions, like even now, all depictions of Bigfoot are this huge, like, muscle-bound beast.
Mm-hmm.
You never see boobs on it. It's always like this huge barrel chest. And not they omit the feminine features.
Right. Can you imagine watching that documentary in a different dimension and Dr. Jeff Meldrum's just like, yeah, the muscle groupings here in the stomach and demonstrate how this is a physical feature of a living being, and here come to its tits.
Look at those rocking tits.
Real reason why I got into this job.
And it's those hairy breastises.
I need some modern photos of those Bigfoot tits.
Yeah. And the magazine in that dimension, it's not Playboy. It's Playfoot.
Oh, see, I thought it would be just Dr. Jeff Meldrum, but you're saying all men are Jones.
Yeah, all men. Yeah, that's how that dimension is different from ours. Like all men are attracted to Bigfoot women.
Nice.
And in that dimension, Bigfoot men are so pissed off all the time because for some reason Bigfoot women love human men too. So all the Bigfoot men are just so pissed off, and like the murder rate, or I shouldn't say the murder rate, the disappearance of people in the woods skyrockets because anytime a human male goes in the woods, male Bigfoots just clobber the shit out of him. Stay away from our woman, you son of a bitch.
There's like 8 Bigfoot to every single male that enters any wooded area.
Yeah, just gets pounced on by these male Bigfoots and torn to shreds. And then they mock the Bigfoot women. Like, you want this puny son of a bitch? We just ripped him apart with our bare hands. I don't know why Bigfoot's got a redneck accent, but for some reason he does. And the lady Bigfoot's like, I loved him. And her brothers and her dad are like, you will find yourself a respectable Bigfoot man, and you will give us Bigfoot children. You just don't understand, Dad.
You don't know what love is. Love's in a pile on the floor over there. Get the fuck back in your room.
Yeah. This is what love is. I'm glad I don't live in that dimension. That sounds like a terrible place.
Yeah, can you imagine just like walking through the woods with like your chick, so the Bigfoot looks at you and knows you're not a threat to its women?
Yeah. No, look, I brought a human woman. And for some reason, Bigfoot males are completely repulsed by human women. Like, oh, good. I don't know how you do that.
I'll just take it out of here.
We'll leave you alone, but please leave. Ugh, gross. That dimension sucks.
It does.
I hate that dimension. I don't ever want to go there.
Even if they're cool with you, the ones you see will just be screaming at their children. Bigfoot.
I mean, if I can go in and give Bigfoot's high five and just be like, listen, I'm from a different dimension and I don't want to steal your ladies. We cool? Then it would be fine. But if I can't walk in the woods for fear of being beaten to death because I want to bang a Bigfoot woman, no, thank you. I will stay away from that dimension.
I will twist my Bigfoot nipples elsewhere. Thank you very much.
Yes, I will find another place to go twist my Bigfoot nipples. Thank you very much.
All right, if you could jump ahead to 10:35.
Oh, what? You're not done talking about Bigfoot nipples yet?
No, I'm done.
All right.
All right, so in this is not a video. It's actually a series of photos, and this guy says that these people walked into the kitchen, the husband, I guess, had walked into the kitchen and smelled something awful. They said it smelled like either shit or fresh vomit. And he looked up out this window to see what in these photos clearly is a Bigfoot face, an ape-like face. And he instantly grabbed a camera that happened to be on the nearby counter and ended up taking some photos of it. And he stated it in his report that he seemed to be playing with the Bigfoot. He said he would hold up the camera and the Bigfoot would cover his eyes and wait for him to take a picture. But I guess he turned around to get his YR gun. Yeah, that's what it was. He turned around to get a gun, and by the time he came back, it was walking away, and he didn't feel that he needed to shoot it. But these are some weird photos. They appear to be pretty old. They look like from what? Late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
They're certainly not modern.
No, and there's a couple things I find interesting about these pictures. There's one that has a really good example of eye shine on this thing. So there's clearly real eyeballs with moisture on them there. I don't know how easy that would be to reproduce at the time of the photos were taken. But there's some pictures that show no eye shine, and I think it's blinking. Now, there's a few of them that really, really look like an ape's head, but there's a couple of them, I think, to the quality of the photo, that they look like an odd, weird creature. But what do you think of those photos?
To me, it looks like a mask to me. It looks like somebody's putting a mask or maybe even like a static image, like a cardboard stand-up or photograph or something in front of the window. Like that, to me, this is about as convincing as those the pedophile guy who said that aliens were looking in his window and had that footage of the gray alien.
Why can't I think of his name? I blocked his name out when he got arrested for that shit.
Yeah.
Stanley?
I don't remember.
Fuck him.
He wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't the cool old guy who was like Captain Kirk banging all the aliens. It wasn't that guy.
David Huggins, no.
Yeah, no. And it wasn't the guy who the aliens made him shit his pants. Because that guy was awesome.
You know, he ended up giving us a follow on Twitter. I wanted to reach out.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's close to me. So I'm like, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
If I saw it too, we would have shit our pants together. That's my natural reaction too.
I understand this reaction.
Tell me.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, this does not look convincing at all. Like they're for one, it probably was taken. It was definitely taken with a camera using film. It was not a digital camera.
Right.
You can tell.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't look that good to me. Like in some of them, you can only see like the middle of the face. And then, like, one of them, you see the top of its head, and it looks like it's got, like, a cone head, but it's kind of blurry, like it's in movement, maybe. I don't know. They don't look... They're not very compelling to me. Like, if I just saw them on their own without any story, I would think it was somebody with a mask looking through a window.
Right. I'm glad that you said mask. There's one shot that it really, really, really does look like a mask, but I don't think they were too convincing. I thought they were weird. I thought that if they were real, it'd be fucking really, really scary. But yeah, I think that's most likely a mask. I mean, it's even not like out of proportion. It's not like a giant beast's head. It's like somebody's head with a mask on size.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely culprit is the mask.
Yeah, that one's 12 minutes. Fuck that. Okay, so I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you want to check out some videos? There's 2 videos that we can watch all the way through because they're just back-to-back weirdness. But one's about little people caught on tape, and the other one's ghosts and demons caught on camera.
Oh, man. Like, what do you mean by little people?
Well, I watched the video, so...
Like fairies? Is that what you mean by little people?
No.
Or do you mean like okay, so that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I see. I'm interested in the ghosts and demons, but I also want to see the little people. All right, let's go with ghosts and demons first, and if we have time, we'll go back to the little people. Man, she goes flying through there, ready to clobber whoever was back there.
Yeah, when it first came out, that's what everybody was saying. Like, she wasn't fucking afraid. She was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
For me, I've had to deal with those things, before I had my, like, fear radar alarm go off as well, that, to me, that means something that she reacted that way. There was no question something was there for her, and she was going to handle it. You know, there was no like, oh my God, what is that? There was no fear involved. She was like,
yeah,
what the
like
fuck?
She just got up and charged, just blew right through that curtain, ready to throw down.
Right.
Good for her, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I'd seen it when it came out, but like I said earlier, I had it paused, and you can see into her back patio. So this is a young lady holding up a can of fucking White Claw to her fucking cell phone, who's going to probably talk about White Claw. And she's like in the living room of an apartment, and there's a sliding glass door in the back. And the sliding glass door's open, but she's got her curtains blowing there in the wind. And all of a sudden, you can see something hit the curtain pretty hard. Like something's pushing through the curtain. And she sees it instantly in her camera. And she turns around and jumps right through that curtain with a big right cross for whatever staying there. And there's nothing there. But what do you think about on that? Is that convincing for you? Is that a convincing one?
Yeah, definitely. Especially because she was actually obviously making a video for the internet, you know, because she starts out today's drink, and then something, you know, she sees whatever it was on her camera, and, you know, if you were trying to do it for the views, you'd really play it up like, oh my God, I'm so scared, guys. Oh my God, guys, it's terrifying. What should I do? Oh my God. You know, but no, she just gets right up and fucking basically charges through this fucking curtain, ready to destroy whoever's there on the other side.
Right, and what's even more convincing is her behavior after that. As soon as she realizes nobody's there, she closes and locks that door.
Close the door, lock it. Nope, sorry, not fucking with that.
Yeah, I like that one too. I think that video is a byproduct of people always filming themselves, and those little gems are some of my favorites when it's just not on purpose.
Yeah, because you can always tell when like someone who makes videos like the Instagram people or YouTubers or whatever, when they're putting on the thing, and because they still stay in their YouTube persona, you know, like talking to the camera and talking to the people that are the viewers like they normally would, but like trying to play up the fact that they're scared or something scary has happened. She didn't do that at all. Like, she reacted immediately and in a very aggressive manner, not in a way like trying to ham it up for views and get people to follow along with the narrative that she's putting. Like, she's just like ready to fucking fight a ghost. But I don't, you know, at the time, I don't think she thought it was like a ghost or anything. If you saw that, your first thought would be like, fuck, somebody's out there fucking with me.
Right, or intruder at least.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's continue with this video. All right, I'll get a pause on that one. It looks like somebody's got a dash cam. They're driving down a simple paved road, and alongside the road is grass and what looks like 2 Civil War cannons, probably. And
Yeah, that's
there's
what it looks like.
what is the classic, like the old photos. I'm not talking 1800s, but the good 70s, 80s, 90s photos of that smoky figure of a ghost. A few of them just walking from behind the cannons. They almost seem like to be wisping or flying forward, but they're human shaped, but they walk towards the front of the cannons, towards the road, and disappear. I love this footage. To me, it reminds me of the other Gettysburg ghosts, where they've got those, it looks like puffs of smoke, but they're taking the shape of a person when they get big enough and they're walking. It's a continuous thing. It's not like a burst of smoke or something hitting the ground, but it's just classic ghost footage. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, it's weird because it looks like, so it does look like a car is driving, and it looks like whatever it is like making a run, and then like it notices a car's coming, so it makes a quick stop, like someone who is gonna run out into the road, but then notices a car and stops, like really quick stop. And then after it stops, it moves forward a little bit and then just kind of drifts away like smoke. It's very weird.
Yeah, I love it. I say ghost, straight up ghost. All right, I'm going to press play.
All right, what's this one in the woods?
Okay, this one's pretty long. It's almost the whole video, but these guys.
Oh, wow.
These guys go into this woods. I don't know what they're doing, but they kept hearing weird sounds as they walked through the woods, and then they flew a drone out there. It happens fast, so you can watch it. But with their drone, he captures 2 Bigfoots walking around.
What is it though?
I don't know. They show a couple shots after that video, or the shots of the big supposed big feet, and they're fucking pretty far out there. It's pretty remote looking to me, man. Again, I don't know shit about areas like that.
Yeah, but it just looks like something dark under trees.
But they're
under tree branches.
They're moving though. But those could be.
Yeah, but that could be anything.
That could be 2 hunting buddies.
A bear. Yeah, it could be 2 dudes wearing black. Could be a bear. Who knows? It could be a deer that's covered in shadow.
So that one's not so convincing for you?
No, that's probably the least convincing that I've seen.
More than a mask in the window?
Yes. Yep. Just because, this is literally nothing. It's tree branches, and then you see a dark shape underneath it, and that's it. Like, it's not even like a vaguely man-shaped. It's literally a black shape that's kind of moving. Oh, shit. So we got the ghost of a little boy turning into an orb and then back into a partial figure.
Whoa, yeah. I mean, it starts out as something trying to manifest, but
to me, it looks like a little kid starting to run. And then as it gets to what look like the basement stairs, it turns into an orb, kind of flutters away, and then semi-forms back and walks back in.
Whoa. And again, that classic vapory, smokish shape.
Yeah. Yep.
I love those, man. I tend to buy those a lot more. There's no reason for a concentrated shaped cloud of smoke or vapor or mist to be there at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That being said, I don't understand why this is called Ghosts and Demons Caught on Camera. I've only seen ghosts. I've seen no demons at this point.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah. I want to see demons, damn it.
Do you, Mike?
Where's my demons?
All right, the next video we're going to look at is Top 10 Little People. It's a shorter one, but some of these I've seen before. Little people have always existed throughout history and writings and even fossil records and stuff like that. We have pygmies in modern times and stuff like that. But I don't even know what I ever thought about them. I mean, we talked to Jade and it solidified the subject for me a little bit more. talking to somebody that I know and, trust to talk to about something like that. I don't know what I think about videos even more. So we're going to watch these. And again, Mike, holler if you see one that's interesting to you. So it's just obviously some cell phone footage, maybe 2006 by the quality. And it says it's on a reservation in Canada, and there's like a parked Trans Am there. Somebody's got a pretty powerful flashlight, and they're shining it on a dirt mound, and they're turning it on and off, and eventually, after 2 or 3 tries, there's some little person trying to crawl out from behind the mound, and when the light hits it, it crawls back. But it doesn't look digitally enhanced or anything. It just looks creepy.
Yeah, it looks like whatever it is really actually there. All right, that one I think was fake.
Yeah, it's
the second one.
It's not any more impressive than the scene from Signs when the alien walks.
Yeah, and when its foot touches the ground, it also doesn't look like it's actually making contact.
Right.
So I think the second one in this video is big phony.
The next one, this one's a little weird for me because of this kid's reaction when he sees it.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, that's creepy. I have to say, it looks like it could be on a string, though.
Yeah, it absolutely looks like it's on a string because its legs aren't moving like it's walking, like it just kind of jerkily floats away.
Yeah, but when that kid notices it, even before it moves, he freezes like it's something bad, whatever it is.
Right.
It's too blurry to tell if it's a doll or something like that, but
yeah, it definitely looks like it's on a string, though.
Oh. This one's of a little girl walking out of a door, and some type of little gnome-looking creature crawls out from under a chair and goes out the door, and then
that's weird.
Yeah, but it
kind of looks like it's a doll, though.
It does, and it moves perfectly straight when it leaves the room.
Yeah.
Okay, this one made me laugh a little bit. It's a group of guys in a room for whatever reason, young guys, and
just kicking a ball.
Did you hear the sound this thing makes? It's like this little Jawa cloaked thing that just goes dee 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 dee. But they all freak out. One guy hits the floor.
It's hard to say with these, because a lot of them are so quick that it could be fake.
Yeah, what's walking like that too?
Like, what is that though? Like, that's fucking crazy. What is that thing? Look at it go.
Yeah.
Look at it go. What the hell is that? Like, it looks like a little doll running around.
Yeah, but it's actually walking. I mean, you can...
Yeah, and moving quickly. Like, is that CG? Is it real? Like, what the fuck is that? Is it a dog with 2 legs that somebody put a shirt on? Like, what the hell? Wow. All right, I got to pause the video for a second here, because that's... Like, that thing was moving around, and they got it from multiple angles for a long period of time.
And it takes that corner too. When it goes around it turns the corner.
But then you see somebody walking like right up close to it, and then it runs. What the fuck was that? I need more story on that. That thing that's bonkers. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, it's one of those things that looks too good to be real, but what the fuck is it? It's just so fucking weird, man. All right, onward. Am I tripping the fuck out?
To me, this one looks like a monkey with a shirt on.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it looks like a dog with 2 legs with a shirt on or something. Like, this thing is so fucking weird. What is it?
If that's a monkey, they shaved its legs, and its ass is still hairy.
But it's walking also like a bird, like a bipedal bird. Like walking with its body forward like a chicken.
Gross. Okay. Yeah, that one's ugly. I don't know what to think about that one.
Yeah, that one is so weird, and I don't like it. It makes me feel weird. I don't want to look at it anymore. So this is number 1.
All right, number 1. This one's interesting because it's one of these ones where it's not caught on purpose. It's a girl filming herself talking on a cell phone, like so many of you youngsters love to do, and it captures some weird walking little figure in the background, and it's so oddly shaped it's easy to see it's fake, but it is walking.
All right, so here's my thing with this one. It's fucking weird, obviously, but are these things moving, or did they just appear to be moving because of the way that she was moving the camera? Because the shape looks the same when she pans past it the first time, and then when she pans back, the shape of this thing, it still looks the same. You know, not like something moving.
They point out that there's two of them.
Right. And they're both like the same shape.
Right.
So it's making me wonder, is there something that's actually in these dead weeds that just kind of looks weird, and it looks like it's moving because of the way she's moving the camera?
That's very possible. That could be like a rundown post or two from an old fence. That's why the similarity, the uniformity of the shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't play the next video. It's a jump scare. That's the end of the video.
Okay.
So, Mike, do you believe in little people a little bit more, or just weird little shit that actually exists? Maybe they're not people.
No, like I mean the whole concept of little people or fairies or the fae, I think that shit's very real. I just don't think it's flesh and blood. I think it's more like nature spirits sort of thing.
Well, that one, they put a fucking t-shirt on, so some of them. Yeah, but who knows? I'm glad to see pieces of footage where people aren't capturing these things on purpose and them actually being convincing.
Certainly beats the Cottingley fairies. Or the guy that just puts a mask in his window and says it's Bigfoot or an alien.
Don't you wish cameras stayed shitty?
No, I don't. Because then most of this shit would just be blurs and pixels.
But it'd be so believable.
Yeah. I wouldn't feel so betrayed by it looking so real. Like, you're trying to swindle me, you son of a bitch. It looks way too good.
Yep, the curse of technology cuts out a lot of bullshit.
Yeah. So I would again like to apologize for the commuting listeners.
We're done now. The punishment's over.
Yeah, you can go about you can grumble. I didn't see any of those, you fuckers. Thanks for describing it and commentating. Well, you're welcome, for one. I appreciate the fact that you took time to listen, even though you're being a bit curmudgeonly about it. But you know, we do what we can. So hopefully, if you are commuting, you'll go and you'll watch these videos, and you'll have to go and go to YouTube and look at our show notes playlist. But
I'll do you guys one better. I'll put the links in the actual show notes in the episode with the timestamp of where you should start for each of these. I'll write a little description, like t-shirt wearing humanoid chicken or wispy cannon ghost. So it'll be super easy. See, we love you.
There you go.
Have some of my Prinkles. Oh, good Prinkle.
Thank you for listening to the Whatcast. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, and YouTube. Enjoy the podcast. Get yourself a Whatcast t-shirt or a sticker pack. Who was that dude on that one episode? Try the links in Homie's page. All this and more can be found at www.thewhatcasters.com. Thanks again for listening and have a great week.